Lewis and Carl O'Dwyer from Mustard Australia here again, and I want to talk about fitting the 3D pads. Now there's different types of 3D pads that you can get. You can get ones with wedges, you can get a full pad, you can get a half mesh pad. There's a number of different types of pads. You can get flat pad, full pad, half pad. You don't have to, you can get them without the holes in. There's all different types, but what we're doing here today, and Carl and I are just going to show you quickly how to go about fitting the pad with the new ZNO. Right, so Mustard have 4 of these dental impression material products now. So we've got three other ones of the orange, blue, purple, and now the new ZNO. So the ZNO is particularly made or purpose built for horses to stop any infection underneath the pad material when you put it on. So what we've done in the past when we didn't have ZNO is we sprinkle a bit of copper sulphate or something on the horse's foot to prevent thrush or any other foreign material causing problems underneath the dental impression material during the shoeing cycle. But now we have this new product, and it's out on the market now to prevent you from having to do the copper sulphate. So Carl and I are just going to talk to you. Carl's quickly, he shaped this shoe to the horse's foot, and what we've done now, just put 2 nails in, cut the toe clip in to the pad itself, and then Carl's just checked to see that that all was consistent with where he wanted the shoe to be on the horse's foot. So what he was looking for when he'd done that was to make sure that his nail holes were they weren't in too far. So once you put the pad on, it just grew a little bit. The foot grew, like, you know, it made it a little bit bigger. So therefore, Carl had to be particular to make sure that his nail holes were where he wanted to be and they're not inside the white line. So basically, we put the pad on there like that, nailed it on, and we'll just take off the excess part of the pad, make sure it fits, and then we'll show you, Carl and I will show you how the ZNO goes on with it. Okay guys, so to continue on, Carl's just checked this fit. We've just taken off any of the excess pad there, just like 2 nails just to hold it on for the time being. Those nails can be removed afterwards, they don't have to stay there. If Carl needs to use those nail holes, he just takes them out. They're just cut off and put dummy in there nails. Just to hold dummy nails, yeah, that's the best way to put it. So then, Carl's got his shoe there ready now, and what I do is I'll mix up the zinc oxide, or ZNO I called it before, but it is zinc oxide. So there's different ways of measuring this out, but basically you just take a little bit of each of the material. Takes a little bit of practice, but after a while you get the hang of how much you would need for certain, say, about 50-50. Get it, mix it in together like that. Just mix it up quickly, it's just like Play-Doh. Mixed up now, it's mixed in nicely. Don't let it sit for too long. Now I hand it over to Carl, and he squeezes it in to the foot, as so. He's cleaned it out with the brush, got all the organic material out from under it. He just pushes that down in and he put his pad on over the top now, and he will start nailing it on. As he does that, when he gets the nails in, you'll just see that that'll push out those holes a little bit. Carl starts nailing his shoe on as per usual. And then what he'll do after he gets the shoe nailed on, adequate where he wants it to be, he'll allow the horse to put his foot on the ground before the zinc oxide is set completely. So it takes, depending on the temperature at the time, if it's really cold it takes longer to set. If it's really, really hot, well, it sets a little faster. So the chemical reaction starts to work as the two chemicals mix together now and start hardening it up. But before it hardens right up, after Carl's got it nailed on, he'll just allow the horse to put his foot on the ground, and all of that material, the excess material that the horse doesn't need, will push out those holes and they'll fill up the void in the foot, and that will set comfortably for the horse so there's not too much material too hard and can cause a bit of discomfort for the horse. So he allows that to normalise when he puts it down, and then before it'll go hard then, and at that point Carl will take the foot forward and clinch it up. So it's a pretty simple process, very user friendly, very beneficial to the horses. It's not something that you might need to do all the time, but it's a great tool to help normalise bad feet, normalise poor palmar angle alignment, poor pattern axis. If the horse has got a low negative palmar angle, it's a great thing to get things functioning again, get it normal, basically what we call normalised. And once you've got it in that position where you want it and everything's going and functioning properly again, well then you might just go back to a simple shoeing package. It's just a tool to help you and help the horse to get back to a normal situation. So very beneficial. So you see Carl put it down now, and the horse just moves around on it, presses that excess material out through the bottom of the pad, and you'll see it shouldn't be too far. It's quite warm today, so it shouldn't be too far off at this stage of setting and going hard. So there you go. As I said, there's 4 different products similar to this, 4 different types of material. So you've got your zinc oxide, super soft, soft and medium. A great dental impression material product. Knock yourself out using it, have fun with it.